Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Talk About It. We've been away for a while. We've been on break. I'm here with my girls. As you know, I'm your host, Bethel, and this is my girl, Sandra. I have Moni on my left, and I have Tammy. Atia couldn't be with us today. Let's keep her in our prayers. She's really down and under the weather, so we're going to pray for expedited recovery. Okay, so ladies, what's been going on? I haven't seen you guys in, you know, a minute.
I know.
I've been, I know for me, okay, so bringing the new year in, and matter of fact, Happy New Year's, everyone, if I didn't say it. Bringing the New Year's in, it's been a little bit bittersweet. I have a lot of projects going on, but it was around this time coming into last year, my mom left, so I'm feeling that emptiness there, like mom's not there anymore, so it's been a little rough. But I'm just pushing through like she would want me to do, like she taught us to do, just keep moving. So I have a lot of projects going on right now, and I just want to staying busy, keeping my mind focused on the agenda at hand. And so that, you know, that's just me. So what are you guys doing? What you been doing, Sandra?
Trying to focus on business. I don't know which business I was going to, but definitely something lasting and lucrative.
Lasting and lucrative. Yes. What about you, Mom?
Same thing. Business. Actually, I have a couple of businesses. So, as y'all know, I'm a CEO of Weight Loss Villa, which is a body contouring company.
Say that again. Say that again. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Yes, I am the CEO of a company called Weight Loss Villa, which is a body contouring company, which soon we're building an actual location in Africa, which probably will be up and available in September of 2023. I'm a licensed insurance agent, so I also I'm running an insurance agency for myself. So those, you know, our people is not getting life insurance, so I want to teach them that that's something that they should do, is create an estate for their families. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yes.
Great job.
Okay, Tam, what about you?
Well, I'm keeping busy. I'm writing, directing, just keeping the projects moving. I'm looking at this new year as a new beginning.
Yes.
So, and that's all around in my relationship and my spirituality. I'm just trying to do some new things.
Yes. Okay, well, yeah, so what we want to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, is men and their mannerisms. You know, I mean, is it still cool for a guy to open the door for you, your car door? How about when you're crossing the street with him? You know, back in the day, they would, you know, take your hand so that you wouldn't get hit by a car and walk across the street with you hand in hand. You know, they would take their hats off upon entering a room, pull your seat out at the restaurant. Like, I mean, I don't know if I still see a lot of that going on. Like, I mean, is it still cool to be a gentleman? Is what we're going to talk about when we come back. And we're back. Yeah, so ladies, I put the question out there to you. Is it cool to still be a gentleman? Are there gentlemen out there? Are there still gentlemen out there, and is it cool to be a gentleman? I don't know.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're asking in the traditional sense, because nowadays we have the pronouns. Him, her, you know what I mean? They, them, right? So let's not skip that. All right.
Yes.
So in the traditional sense, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure about that.
I know.
I'm not even sure.
You know, I think it's a learned behavior. Now, I happened to luck up and got one of those gentlemen, and he opened doors, and you know, you walk on the inside, and sometimes I don't pay attention to that, but he's like, get on the inside. Like, if the car get on the pavement, we both going down, face to face, but just the thought. He opens doors, pulls out chairs, like he is that gentleman.
Wow.
Now, I think it's a learned behavior, but it wasn't something that was taught to him because he was raised by a mom. But when I asked him about it, I'm like, well, did your granddad teach you? Did so? No. But he knew what he wanted his mom to be treated like.
Wow.
So he was that gentleman for his mom, and it just trickled over, and now I get the benefits, and I love it.
Right.
That's
And I'm verbal when I don't see it, when I don't supposed to be. You know, they get you. Like, oh, you can't open and hold the door for me.
That's true.
Because I expect it from a guy.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of died down with the younger generation, though. I feel like the younger generation, they're untaught because they're not raised that way with the grandmothers raising their children, the moms out there, you know, they don't want to take care of their own children, so they're not learning those things. But I do believe that it still exists, and I believe it's in the protective nature of a man. If that man loves you and he wants to protect you, he's going to treat you in a manner in which you should be treated. He's going to pull that chair out. He's going to open the door for you because it's his protective nature. You know, if he's in that protective state, he's going to do that and nurture you in that aspect. So I do believe that still exists. But again, it is learned, you know, from the older generation that you go to church, take your hat off.
Right.
You know, all those things. So that I do believe that it exists, but again, within that man and how he was raised. Like, for example, I'm just going to put that out there. With racism, it's learned. You can take a black baby and a white baby and put them in a room together, they're going to play. But as time goes on, they're taught you're black, you're white, and that's where the conflict arises. So if a man is not taught those things, he's not going to be doing that for you. He's not going to open the door. He's not going to, you know, do any of that. So that poses another question within this conversation about being a gentleman. Sandra asked earlier, is it okay for a man that you're dating to hold the door open for another female? And I think it is.
I think it is because, again, it's a learned behavior that this is what men, and let me explain something. A lot of times, it so much falls onto the single parent, the woman that's left to raise the children. Now, you're busy teaching your daughters how to move through life as a young lady, and now you have these sons that I mean, it's hard to teach them how to be a man when you're not a man. So, you know, but I do know that God places people in your lives that you don't have in there. So it just would be so wonderful if everyone had a father figure, some man, a male figure in their lives to show them, listen, this is how you tie your tie. Because I know so many young boys don't know how to tie ties. That's when the bow tie came into place, because you don't know how to tie a tie, so you get the clip on. But had a man showed you how to tie a tie, how to shave, how to do all of those things, you open the door for a lady. You know, you walk a lady home at night. Some men say goodbye and open the door, close the door, and you out. And you out and about, walking to the bus stop in the middle of the night, because they don't know how to be a gentleman. Nobody is teaching them. You know.
Now, are we holding them to it? Because then you got women that don't expect it. Like, I expect it.
I expect it too. I mean, I feel some type of way. Yeah, I feel some type of way. I love a gentleman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love a gentleman. But then again, like you said, you have these independent women. You sitting down before the man even have a chance to pull your chair out. You know, because we so used to just jumping out there. So, you know, maybe it's a combination.
You know what? That's a whole nother story. I get it. I like a gentleman too. I do believe it is a learned behavior. I do believe he's, you know, if a man really loves you, he's going to cover and protect the woman. But sometimes, I would sit down. And it's, why are you grabbing my chair? Are you trying to dig in my bag? Because I'm not used to that.
Because you're not used to it.
And if we're dating, what if the dating, you know what I mean, we stop dating or whatever, then it's like, you know, I got some type of issue, you know what I mean, we're not together anymore, and you've done this nice gentleman stuff for me. And it's like, I kind of get used to it, and then for the next man, I'm like, well, you ain't got to do all that. So I got PTSD.
So and so we letting them off the hook.
Yes.
So is it partly? It still seems like it comes back to the woman.
Yeah.
Because don't we have to tell these men? And I think that's part of the dating process.
Yes.
Don't we have to let a man know what it is that we expect during the dating process before you even? Because by the time you done slept with them and did this and that, and then they act in a certain way that you didn't like, shouldn't you have had that conversation prior to? Like, this is what I expect.
But see, that's with everything in life. Even as women, just with other women, you have to teach people how to treat you, how to talk to you. Because a lot of people think, there's a lot of females that throw the B word around. A, B, no. And she don't know no better if I don't tell her, oh, I don't do that. So sometimes we have to teach people how to treat us.
I'm not going to say stop speaking, but hung up on a friend over that. Like a lot of women, and I mean, even those of us who didn't think it was cool in the beginning, you know how things just become normalized. In the beginning, you didn't like it, but now you like it because everybody is doing it. So you jumping into now. Okay, I like being called by the name that my mom gave me, which is Bethel. So I'm not heifer. I'm not bitch. Hey, heifer, what you doing? Ho, what you like? That's not my mentality. Like really, my mother made me Bethel. Please call me by that name. And I told this person to stop doing it, and so click. Click. Yep. No, I'm not going to answer to that. I'm not going to answer to that. So again, you have to teach men, show people how you want to be treated, and that's in your friendships as well.
So
you know,
a lot of times we don't care if a man do or don't do. You know what I mean? We may have an expectation of what they're supposed to or what they should do, but we're so independent. I don't care if you do it or not. I'm gonna
it's
get
gonna be done.
No, and let me explain something to you. How I feel about it is, if I have a man, I will do all of those things because I'm well enough and I'm capable. But if I have a man and I'm still doing all of those things, what are you for?
What's the purpose?
I don't understand. Why are you in my life? Okay, because you're just dead weight on me. Okay, please, audience, tell us what you think about this situation here. Hit us up, okay? And we'll be right back. Guess what? Sandra has a new segment called Ask Miss Sandra.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, to this segment of Ask Miss Sandra. Tabitha writes from Dearborn, Michigan. Miss Sandra, I've been in a relationship with my man for the past 10 years. A lot of things have occurred during that time. However, I was always taught to keep my relationship business to myself and never mind outside influences. Who can I talk to if I can't talk to my family and my friends about my situation? But it's true that I have talked to them and did not always get good advice. Wow. Thank you for your honesty, Tabitha, and I appreciate you. I could totally get it. You know, you need somewhere or someone to unwind to and to talk to and to be totally transparent about how you're feeling and what's going on in your relationship. If you don't talk to anyone, you know, it's kind of like a pressure cooker, you know what I mean? You build up all of this temperature and all of this heat, and then somewhere out of nowhere, you just blow, or like a bursted pipe, when a pipe bursts under the pressure. I totally agree with you. And I totally agree with what you've been taught, saying, hey, don't go telling all your business. Don't go telling your business. But again, you got to unload some of that. And nobody's perfect. Relationships have their pros and their cons. But I can tell you this. Don't tell your business to everyone. Okay. And I know some people in certain cultures and races and communities of people, going to counseling is not a big thing, but you definitely need to identify somebody that you could talk to about what's going on in your relationship. But I would start with my mate. I would definitely have a conversation with my mate. I want to be with you, but if I'm going to continue to be with you, we're going to continue to be with each other. This right here is going to have to change, because I'm sure there's certain things about you that your mate doesn't really like, right? We don't really care for. But, the Bible says love covers a multitude of sin. That's all I'm saying. Tabitha, I hope this was helpful. And thanks for writing in again. See you guys soon.
And up next, we have Moni with Moni's Health Tips.
What's up, ladies and gents? It's your girl Simone, aka Moni G's. Today we're going to talk about the importance of vitamin B12. B12 plays an essential role in red blood cell formation, cell metabolism, nerve function, and the production of DNA. The molecules inside the food sources that contain vitamin B12 include poultry, meat, fish, and dairy products. B12 is a nutrient that helps keep your body's blood and nerve cells healthy and helps make DNA, the genetic material in all of your cells. B12 also prevents megaloblastic anemia, a blood condition that makes people tired and weak, something that I was diagnosed with. How about that? B12 may benefit your body in impressive ways, such as boosting your energy, improving your memory, and helping prevent heart disease. Here are 9 health benefits of vitamin B12. All are based on science. B12 helps with red blood cell formation and anemia prevention. It may support bone health and prevent osteoporosis. B12 may reduce your risk of macular degeneration, which is something that is related to the loss of vision as you age. It may improve your mood and symptoms of depression. If you're deficient, it can lead to a decreased level of serotonin, which causes us to be moody. It may benefit your brain by preventing the loss of neurons. The B12 deficiency has been associated with memory loss, especially in older adults. So you may want to get your B12. Given vitamin B12's role in cell production, adequate levels of this vitamin are needed to promote healthy hair, skin, and nails. In fact, low levels can cause various dermatologic symptoms, including hyperpigmentation, nail discoloration, hair changes, vitiligo, which is the loss of skin color in patches, and angular stomatitis, which is inflamed and cracked mouth corners. If you know people that have that, you should tell them check your B12 levels. But this is just a disclaimer. I am not a licensed healthcare provider. This is just information based on research. If you feel you have any of the mentioned symptoms, talk to your healthcare provider. Again, this is Moni with your health tip for today. See you guys later, and make sure you get your levels checked for your B12.
Tammy, I can't wait to hear it. Who is the artist of today that we are spotlighting?
Hey Bethel, well, I'm glad you asked. Hey fam, it's your girl Tam. And today I have for you, coming straight out of the Northeast, Tanae. Now, Tanae is a hairstylist. And if you're anything like me, now I like to get my hair done, but I don't really care to go traveling and sitting up in the shops. So I look for mobile hairstylists. Tanae is one. She'll be good on your pockets, okay? So ladies, get your hair done, okay? Now, I'm going to show you a few pictures that she has. And when you reach out to her, be sure to tell her you saw her here on Let's Talk About It. Okay.
Unfortunately, we've come to the end of another episode. And what a great episode it was.
Yes.
Yes, but I would like to say my prayer for you starting the new year is that you go harder and you stand taller. Okay? And that would be my prayer for you.
All right. And for me, I'm going to spotlight you. If you have a talent or a skill and you want to be spotlight, hit me up and let me showcase you.
If you have something you want to get off your chest, this is the place to do it.
And thanks for joining us. Stay focused and stay tuned. And remember, our name is our address.
And we'll see you next time on Let's Talk About It.